Hello and welcome to another episode of the CHOBO Team League's Game of the Week. It's really the ace match of the week, but you know, just bear with me. Today we're looking at the ace match of the week for week 6, I believe, or 7. I can never really remember. It's one of the weeks. It's a special week. It's so special I don't really remember. Anyway, we're looking at Team Formless's Saucy. In the top left corner, wearing the light blue color? Let's say it's light blue. Wearing the light blue colors is the Zerg from Team Formless Saucy. I did that twice, but I think he deserved a second mention because it's Saucy. And the bottom right corner from Team BornGoSu. BornGoSu. Gosu, where the... Gosu? Really? I went with Gosu? Let's take it back. Let's take a step. From Team BornGoSu, we have Yeezus. Like Jesus, but Yeezus. And it looks like it's going to be a Protoss versus Zerg match, or Zerg versus Protoss, depending on which side you're on. So, what are we looking at today? Looks like Saucy is actually, since this is a big matchup here, is actually going to scout to the right and see if he's actually coming over here. Usually if you see your opponent right next to you, right away, you have a better chance of being a little bit more aggressive, because now you know where they are from right off the bat. So you have a little bit more option to go from there. But unfortunately, he is not going to see it right away, but Yeezus, on the other hand, is going to see him on his first scout. I think, no, actually, he went to the top right, and then he went to the top left. Look at me not paying attention. How fantastic. Anywho, and it looks like Saucy hasn't expanded yet. He's at 16 supply here, and is going for a little bit more defensive ability here. Going for spawning pool and getting that extractor up right away, getting that 100 gas as quickly as possible. He needs to get that speed if that's what he's going for. Does get the speed. Let's see if he does a lot harass from that. It looks like Yeezus is going to see his natural, so nothing's really going to hopefully surprise him at all. Cybernetics core on the way for Yeezus. And Zealot has been cancelled. Is that on purpose, or is he trying to get that stalker out instead of that Zealot? A little bit interesting here. It looks like he's going to try and expand as fast as possible. I think he canceled it once he saw the second hatchery here. It's not the way to go. 6 Zerglings on the way. Speed is about halfway done. So he might be able to do a bunch of damage, especially if there's no units on the field at all. Just warp gate research. Now he starts to Zealot. A little weird. I think he canceled that Zealot to get that base up a little bit quicker. I think I'd rather have that one Zealot out right about now, because these Zerglings are on their way. Mothership core on the way as well. Well, I guess once the Mothership core is out, it's going to be just fine. God, I love it when they're pink. Pink looks cool, man. Especially with black, that's so awesome color. Nobody ever uses that color quite enough. I do not. I'm gonna go with it. Well, anyway, more Zerglings on the way. Are they filtering out? Are they going straight? Yep, looks like they're gonna go straight for the base. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty aggressive attack from these Zerglings, trying to take out this natural here, but before trying to do as much damage as they can. Looks like Yeezus is trying to. He's trying to wall off here. This is starting a little bit late. Zerglings trying to do as much damage as they can. Unfortunately, before it does enough damage. It's about 8 damage at a time. It looks like he's actually going to try and keep it. Zerglings trying to filter in, but Pesky Pro's in the way. Pro does go down, but doesn't. Actually, he's totally ignoring that Zealot. It looks like he is just going to go straight for whatever he can kill. But, oh my god. That's a pretty expensive unit to lose at first. The force field ad did absolutely nothing. And let's see. 2 workers killed. Does he give me more? You want to get a little more? No, looks like he's just going to be okay with those 2 kills. From how much he actually spent on these Zerglings, didn't really get a lot of production out of it. Look at this. Oh my god. Yeah, that's right. Game cards on the way. So from that attack, really didn't get anything done. It actually kind of put Sase behind a little bit. He kind of pushed out those. Oh, I'm still zoomed in, aren't I? Oh my god, my mouse is broken. There we go. He's not getting his drone production as much as he probably wants to by now. He did force out a lot of his own Zerglings to try and do a lot of damage, but unfortunately didn't really do anything at all. He only killed 2 probes. Yeah, that's about it. Just kind of damaged the shields for his Nexus here. But that's about it. He got a little bit of scouting, but nothing really worthwhile. So it looks like Sase kind of put himself behind by not doing enough damage here. Yeezus, on the other hand, has actually walled off his entire natural here. I think a force field might have been a little bit too much, but hey, got the job done. Ooh, excuse me. And, well, looks like both sides are just gonna sit back and tech up a little bit. Because it looks like +1 attack is on the way for Yeezus here, while Sase, on the other hand, has his 3rd base up and running, but unfortunately not any drones working from it. So it looks like he's going to get Burrow on the way. So are we going to see burrowed roaches anytime soon? Roach Warren on about halfway done. Crease spread is pretty non-existent for Sase here. So a little interesting that pretty heavy harass from these Zerglings right here. Nothing too unusual. Since this is a pretty large map, though, it is kind of tough to get those Zerglings out. I mean, they're one of the quickest units to actually start attacking besides those Reapers. So, I mean, they tried to get as far as they can down here, but unfortunately, I think he discovered his base a little bit too late and just couldn't get enough done there. Which is surprising. Actually, he did get through there. I think he just tried to attack the Nexus too much. If he left that Nexus alone, since that Mothership Core was actually doing a lot of damage to himself, if he just broke into the main and just started attacking those probes, I mean, he had enough Zerglings to actually do a shit ton of damage to his probe line here, but unfortunately he just went straight for his natural. There's nothing really going on. That's my opinion there anyway. 10 roaches on the way for Sase here, so it looks like he's going to go straight, maybe Roach Hydra later on. He's got +1 melee, not melee, missile attacks on the way with speed for his roaches. Now he's trying to get that creep going little by little. But it looks like the Hallucinated Phoenix is right on time here. He's going to start seeing everything. Not start seeing, he's going to see everything. And let's see, what are you going to see? What are you going to see here? You're going to see the Roach Warren. And that he has a 3rd base up and running. Oops, let's get back to my view here. And Sase's going to come out right about now. Let's see how many units he has. We have 4 Zealots and 10 Sentries. 10 Sentries on the field for Yeezus here to defend whatever attack is coming from Sase here. It looks like that is a lot. That's a pretty scary force to actually go against 19 Roaches and 16 Zerglings. He's going to have amazing forces, the best of his life since he actually defends this. Actually, pretty decent force, but it's filtering him out. Gets that Nexus Cannon, what is that called? Photon Overcharge. You can never get the word right. Never. Tempting Claws on the way. I like this plan. I really like this. You see this a lot against a PvZ, because one of those force fields actually get planted out there, like what just happened here. Oh, looks like he's going to wall that off. Anywho, if you see those force fields, he's actually going to burrow his roaches, go right underneath those force fields, pop right back up as if it never happened, and he's going to heal all the way there, so nothing's really going to happen to him. So I really like this plan. You actually see this a lot in Protoss vs. Zerg. Blech. So, Hydraliston is on the field, and along with the Spire and the Infestation Pit. Looks like he's going to go Hive. Is it straight for upgrades? I'm going to assume it's straight for upgrades. Blink on the way for Yeezus. But I really don't like Yeezus' force right now. I mean, he's got a lot of sentries here. A few Zealots and a couple stock. Well, a lot more. Oh, there we go. 4 more warp in. So this is looking a little bit scarier now for Sase. It looks like it's a little bit even. I mean, Yeezus is down by 30 supply, but you have to think Sase's forces. I mean, Yeezus. Sorry, the Protoss force here is better upgraded. Right now, he's got +1 attack upgrade against speed. That's about it. And +2 is nearly done. I think it's a bit more than halfway. So I mean, I think Sasuke's gonna wait for his +1 attack is gonna be finished in order to actually do any damage. But it looks maybe not. Maybe not. Well, I don't know what's really going on anymore. But Sasuke actually has to do a little bit more damage right here. He's actually sitting back a little bit too long. He's letting Yeezus actually tech up quicker and quicker. He's on 3 base, and 3 base Protoss is pretty scary because he's going to get that Colossus count. He's going to get those upgrades. Right now, +2 ground armor, the attack is almost done. +1 armor is done. Blink is nearly done. Thermal Lance is nearly done. Colossus is coming out. He's going to keep getting those Colossus, especially against your Roaches. And if you're going to get Hydras, those Hydras are going to get roasted by those Colossi. So he needs to actually start doing a little bit more. Maybe getting some Euless out, do a little bit of harass, poke around, try to do a little bit of damage, go around here, do a little bit of damage on top with some Zergling run-bys. You need to do something. And Sasuke is just sticking back, just getting his 4th base up and running. Oh, look at that. Totally zoomed out. Sasuke just trying to get a little bit of trying to see what's going on here. Is that +3 on the way? Jesus Christ, Jesus. This army is looking scarier and scarier by the minute. Mortal already on the field. Blink is already done. Let's see, you only have 1 upgrade up here. And Ground Carapace is going to be done by the time anything really happens. +2 missile attack on the way as well, along with 13 Hydralisks to actually bolster up this army. But Yeezus' army is really scary. These 2 Colossi and a bunch of Stalkers, they're just stronger. I don't know what Sasuke can do right here. I mean, unless he has an amazing concave and maybe gets these Colossi from the back with those Roaches somehow. I just don't see Sasuke winning this battle here. Just one big slugfest. Yeezus is going to win this. Yeah, that's surprising. Coffee. Does he see that? I think he sees this coming. He's got 3 spine crawlers actually right next to his base. Maybe not right where I thought he would actually put him. Going for his 5th base. Right next to a forward pylon here. Roaches are going to try and take out this. He's going to succeed. He's going to take us forward pylon. I don't think he's going to see this one at all. Does he know that there's a big army coming towards him? He has no idea there's a big army coming towards him. Yeah, until about now. Ugh. Plus, I think once he gets his closer attack, he's going to go in and do as much damage as he can. It looks like he's going to do a hell of a lot of damage here. Let's follow this army here. He's got 3 Colossi, +3 attack, 2 more Colossi on the way, actually 4 altogether. Oh my god, this is looking a little bit terrifying. 186 supply to 198. Sasuke's making 4 Ultralisks here. 4 Ultralisks. This, if he doesn't get that Chitinous Plating in time, along with his +2 ground carapace, his Ultralisks are going to get fried. I mean, Ultralisks are really strong, but if they're unupgraded Ultralisks, they're just as bad as like unupgraded Roaches. A little slow here. I don't know. Big battle's coming up, and I don't think it was quite enough for Sasuke to actually deflect it. He's doing a lot of damage. Creeps over here. Looks like it's one big battle here. And a couple of force goes down and tries to yank a couple of these Colossi, but it wasn't just enough. It was just coming out. It looks like all these force fields are actually pushing a lot of Sasuke's forces back, so nothing can really get forward here. Sasuke doing so much damage. 3 kills, 6 kills, 9 kills. It looks like there's nothing left. All his overlords are getting crushed. And just bulldozes away to victory. Yeah, he's winning at just the right time. Had all of these upgrades, and so many Colossi actually do so much damage that Sasuke couldn't do anything about it. So that was game 1 right there. So let's see if Sasuke actually tries to be a bit. Let's see if he tries to do another kind of aggressive in the beginning. Maybe tries a little bit of cheese. He needs to win this next game in order to actually not be eliminated from this ace match here. So there we are. Yeezus from Team BornGoSu wins the very first match here. And Sase is behind from Team Formless. He needs to step it up, or unless his team's going to lose the entire week and not make the playoffs at all. Of course, that's not a guarantee. I think you did anyway. But anywho, GG. Hello, and welcome back to Game 2 of this best-of-3 matchup between Team Formless' Sase, who is one game down from Team BornGoSu's Gosu. Gosu, really? Really me? Gosu? I should just stop casting all completely. I am just terrible. From Team BornGoSu's Yeezus. Like Jesus' little brother. Thinks he's cool, so he's gonna call him Yeezus. Or maybe it's like some kind of rapper's name I don't know about yet. Why does it sound so loud? Anywho. Looks like we're just gonna see a strange forward pylon. Looks like perhaps a wall off. That's what I'm going to bet on. A nice wall off for Yeezus over here. While Saucy, on the other hand, is, I think, going to do the same thing as he did last game. Let's see, he's got 13 supplies, got 3 more drones coming out. He's going to get 16 altogether. No, 13 altogether, I'm sorry. 14. So is this like a 14 pool? No. No. Not quite. More drones. Drones are good. Drones are good. So, I'm interested to see what kind of plan Sase has right here. He's going to try and do the same kind of build order that he tried last game. Or is he going to try something a little bit different? I think what he could do, this is a very Zerg favored map here. Because no matter what you can do, even if these rocks fall down, your force is actually pretty quick. You actually go all around this base, attack the third, or go actually down from the bottom here. Go straight for the natural, or this base right here if he chooses so. But either way, this is a pretty Zerg favored map, so let's see if he actually goes forward with some aggressive. It doesn't look like he is going to go for any kind of speedling at all. Speedling kind of rush. He has his natural up. No gas. Spawning pool is done. Gets the queen gone. So it looks like it's going to be a little bit more standard here for him. While Yeezus on the other side also has his base very early here. I don't say very early. Pretty early. Of course, he did scout. He saw that there was no gas on the base right here. So he just knew that there wasn't any kind of special aggression coming out. At most, probably maybe like 6 Zergling. Just kind of poking around and see what's going on. But nothing to really truly be afraid of. So he's gotten his base up, and he's going to be safe for a little bit. And it looks like it's just going to be a forge expansion here with the gateway. And after this, looks like he's going to get a cybernetics core as soon as possible once he gets his simulators up. Why does this seem so loud? I feel like I'm going crazy here. So it looks like Sase is looking to try and look for any kind of forward pylon. Third base is up here, so it looks like Sase is going to go for pretty heavy economic build here. I don't say heavy. A good economic build right here. But really, what he really needs to do is get his second up as fast as possible here, because he'll win that way. Yes. If you make drones and fill up that base full of drones, you'll get more money. I've learned this as I've played StarCraft. Money means you can win. It's my next level strategy right here. Brilliant! Alright, +1 attack is on the way for Yeezus. It looks a lot like last game. He's going to start getting a lot of those sentries up to get those force fields just to protect his base, his army, anything really. So it looks like he's looking exactly like the last game. From my untrained eye. While Saucy, on the other hand, is droning up like crazy. He's going to get a bunch of money. His income's going to be pretty insane right now. Well, not as insane as I originally thought. He's got about 1,000 income compared to about 900 of... Actually, no. Flip that. Protoss has a better economy. And actually, same on Harvesters. This is actually really surprising, even though it looked like Sase is really drawing up pretty hard. It looks like on the other side, Yeezus is actually probing pretty hard. Pokey poke. Yeah, yeah. I'm that good. Well, Zergling's trying to get some kind of scouting going on, but all he really sees is a forge and a gateway and cannons. It's a wall off. That's all he's really going to see. And what are we seeing from Yeezus' camera here? He is just kind of hanging around. Waiting for Warp Gate to finish. 2 more probes coming out. And +1 attack is just about finished. While Sase, on the other hand, is just kind of chilling. Drawing up really not any army to speak of over here. He's trying to poke in with the Overlord to see if he can see anything, but it looks like he's just going to die before he sees anything at all. And even if he does get through, he's not going to see anything, so there's nothing to find. So this is kind of a strange game where it's just complete macro here. Even though no forces are on the field at about 8.5 minute mark. Except for these 18 Zerglings coming out for Sase, but there's no... Looks like it's just going to be... Let's see, +1 missile attack, and he's got a Hydralisk, so it looks like he wants to get that heavy DPS army that's coming out probably around the 10 minute mark. To try and bust through this wall off right here. But on the other side, Dark Shrine on the way for Yeezus. This could be a game-winning blow against Sase if he doesn't have anything to actually scout that out. If you just get a few, like 1 at each base right here, it could do so much damage. There's nothing to actually see Dark Templar out of. There's no Overseers or Spore Crawlers. Looks like he destroyed his hand to get out. Wow, this is incredibly loud. Alright, Zerglings did pop in just to see what was going on, and what did he really see? He did not see the Dark Templar. He didn't see the Dark Shrine at all. That could be bad. It looks like pylons are on the way for the ensuing attack here. I think he's going to go straight for the 3rd, which is actually a pretty good call. It's just try to limit what Sase has and try to push his army back and forth. But 3 Dark Templars being warped in here. Hydralisk and Zerglings are here to... What did he do? I heard a sound. I don't know. Let's see... He has 1 Overseer on the way. Looks like he did scout it. He's not going to get through at all, so this Dark Templar is completely shut down. Does absolutely no damage whatsoever. Tries to take out the Queen because that was the only thing attacking him at the time. So, absolutely no damage. Those 3 Templars are completely useless there. 6 Hydralisks and a Spine Crawler on the way here. A couple more Stalkers warping into the bottom. And it looks like Yeezus is going down here to see if he can do a little bit of damage. Oh, excuse me. I gotta turn down the sound here. Whoa! Calm down. Oh my god, it's so much better. I thought I was gonna die. Okay. Okay, Blink is actually done for Yeezus, so he can, if he works on his micro here, he can actually save all of his Stalkers. It looks like these beautiful force fields and Time Warp right in the middle of it is going to stop any kind of attack from Sase, who only has +1 attack upgrade. So Yeezus still has a really strong army here. He's going to move around here. Just get out of position. I mean, Hydralisk they have a lot of DPS on them, but I mean, the upgrade advantage is in Protost's favor here. So just like the last game, Yeezus, well, where are you guys going? Has the advantage. I think he has a stronger army. All really Yeezus needs is a Colossi, and he would just destroy Sase's army. But it looks like he's going to go straight warp gates over here. How many you have here? You have 2, 6, 7 warp gates here. So looks like he's going to go straight Stalker here, especially with those blinks. He's going to try and out micro him. Hydralisk's trying to do as much damage over here, but it looks like, well, the pros, they're just stronger. They have +2 attack right there. And it looks like it's going to actually stall because of Sase's home field advantage, because he can get those reinforcements so much quicker than Stalkers here. And looks like the DPS is actually pushing them back. This is actually really surprising. I thought Yeezus would actually just demolish Sase's army, but the DPS is actually controlling this battle. I think putting a couple Hydralisks on top would be a pretty good idea, but it looks like it's going to be a straight-up battle. Zerg's trying to do as much damage, but Blinks are actually okay. But more Stalkers warping in behind, and Sase can't run away fast enough. Blinks forward to destroy the rest of Sase's Hydralisk army right here, and it looks like completely pushed away. 15 Hydralisk and 17 Stalkers here. I'm not sure that Sase has enough firepower to actually push Yeezus back here. A couple more Hydralisks on the side here trying to get that concave, but there's just not enough force on Sase's side. It's 70 supply down to 71. And most of that supply is actually drones now, and it's just a few Zerglings, 16 Zerglings trying to push his way through here. But I think Yeezus' army is just going to push forward here. I mean, he's going to... Oh, GG! Well played! Looks like Yeezus wins game number 2, which is the series. So it looks like Yeezus is going to go on and help his team win. BornGoSu probably defeats Team Formless here to win the week. Possibly. I don't really know. Well, well, that was a great game by Yeezus, but I think what really won Yeezus this game wasn't his army composition. It was mainly upgrades and Blink. I wasn't expecting so much Blink Stalkers coming out of here. I really thought he'd do a little bit more with his Dark Templars, but unfortunately, Overseers were there. And once Spore Crawlers came up, the Overseers, it kind of shut that down. So I thought he'd tech switch a little bit, but instead Yeezus went straight Stalkers and went trying to get as much upgrades as he could, and with that Blink, I mean, he could just kind of blink all over the place. And Sase, unfortunately, just went straight Hydralisk, which isn't a lot to bolster his army. That's why you see so many roaches in front of Hydralisks, is so they could really just kind of tank that damage. But it looks like he just went Hydralisk and Zerglin, which could be a powerful combination there, but it's also kind of gambling a bit, since if you lose all that force right there, they die so quickly. And if they're unupgraded, you're pretty much screwed. But anyway, that's the way I look at it. And I thought that was a really good series right there. And, well, GG, well played. And as always, look at all my videos because I'm a lonely man. A very, very lonely man. And if you're taking that completely the wrong way, well, I got nothing to say to you. Well, GG.